Who is the people, man? You know what I'm talking about, man? Happy, it's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? Happy Father's Day to everybody out there, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know, on the real worldwide, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. How y'all doing? Man, I told you, man, yesterday, but like, man, y'all look, man, my videos, man, I can't even explain it, man. You gonna get them when you get them. Just like I said, man, I'm making them for you, man. You know what I'm talking about? So you gonna get them when you upload. I'm making them. That's all I can do. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a little behind. Bro, gonna speed this game up a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with the people, man? Oh, we had some action last night, didn't we? Y'all catch them things, man? Oh, let me hold on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Before we get into all that, man, what's good? People like hee hee, ha ha. You know what I'm talking about, man? Ken in the pen. All my folks incarcerated. All my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing. Everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen, man? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now, man. You go get you some off 76 MacArthur Giants Liquors, what I'm talking about. 82nd Hillside Barbershop. They say somebody putting them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now you know. Because I tell you every morning, you know what I'm talking about? But just in case you don't like me or you don't mess with me, that's all right. Because you can still come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about, man? Yeah, you can still come get them from me. Sprinkler system on you. You know what I'm talking about? Sprinkler system on you. You know what I'm talking about, man? Y'all see that real wide, man? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? But, and also in stores, man. You know what I'm talking about? That Funky died trying. You know what I'm talking about? But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, man, go to Amazon. Make sure you pick you up a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Uh-oh, what's that? Swing that finger, young man. Ooh, Worldwide INC, man. What'd you say? Worldwide Incorporated. What'd you say, bro? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? I say, bro, what that mean? I'm gonna say, hey. You know what I'm talking about? I say, bro, what that mean? I'm gonna say, hey. It means everybody included, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody. You know what I'm talking about? I think I already did that, man. You know what I'm talking about? Rest still on one from last night. Good one. You know what I'm talking about? But, what's next? Oh, yeah, man. Uh, Before we get into these disclaimers, Mama says, and Mama always says, boy, breast them whiskers when you're on TV. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't the Coffee Chronicles, but it's the, yeah, man, it's the H2O thing. I need to drink some more water. All right, I told y'all, man, it's been a year today, man, since I stopped drinking. You know what I'm talking about? I need some water. I've been drinking too much soda and just everything else. I can tell I just need some water. But, what I was finna say, hold on, where? Oh yeah, man. A good brother like myself, man. I don't promote no drug users. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip of the sippers. I don't promote no drug sellage, no drug smokage. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no crime. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? No. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. He don't talking about he don't talking about don't. He don't talking about promote. He don't talking about no negativity. No. Me, man, I don't promote shit. He don't talking about they was talking to me, man. I don't promote shit. He don't talking about all I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, young ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, man, I ain't prejudiced. No, man. A good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people. You know what I'm talking about? No, man, no. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. Man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. What you say, bro? That love. Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here and fuck with your partner. Hey, check it out. Psst, 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 psst. Go fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, it was good with the people, man. Once again, happy Father's Day to everybody out here in the world, man. You know what I'm talking about? I guess bro over here celebrating this 1 year of sobriety. God damn. How y'all do it on this soggy Sunday day? Ain't gonna never change, right? You know what I'm talking about? We don't see what the day bring. You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, y'all catch that shit last night? I'm gonna tell you, I had to ride up Already knew, nigga, I was finna have to, that motherfucking thing was packed, nigga. I ain't even get to hit that many laps, bruh. That motherfucking thing was packed, nigga. Already knew. I had to hit my shortcut route. I had to go the back route. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker was clogged up. It was hella people out there last night. But yeah, I got back to shower, you know, all that shit to get to that. I came right around the Benavidez, you know what I'm talking about? Now I thought he might have got upset. I ain't bullshitting with you, y'all. But no, I don't think he lost that fight last. Before the fight, I thought it might have been an upset. But I was watching the fight last night. I really thought that since Caleb Plant, really. But I never thought David Benavidez could beat Canelo. I didn't, bro. I ain't never thought that. I thought he was too tall. And like my man 903 Boxing be saying, shout out 903 Boxing. You know what I'm talking about? If you just look at the people, he be beating up little people, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And I was watching him, when I was watching him fight dude, he was just look hella tired. You know what I'm talking about? And dude put up more of a fight than that nigga thought he was gonna put up. That's why when you be, it ain't good to read them headlines about yourself, man. You know what I'm talking about? You'll think you got, that shit'll make you think you're a little bit more faster than you is. That shit'll make you think you hit a little bit harder than you do. Nah, man, you better start reading that shit, man, and just work. You know what I'm talking about? I got Penny rocking with me today. Pen, you know what I'm talking about? She just be waiting for you to drop something. I'm looking for my shit. I don't know what the fuck. I deal with it. You know what I'm talking about? I have to go find that motherfucker. Yeah, Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. This motherfucker right here is, I ain't even give y'all the motherfucking, his Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. But it's gonna be, sincerely sure. You know what I'm talking about? When we do get into it. But yeah, man, what y'all think about the Tank thing? Now, I can tell you, man, from the motherfucking jump, like Frank Martin did hella good. But, like, you could just see that shit coming. You know what I'm talking about? Because you could see Frank Martin slowing down. You can. Like, he was doing some good shit, though. I don't think I ever seen Tank just really get hit like that. That's how I know Tank, like, he look hella good. You can't take nothing away from him. And he got that crusher. And he could carry that motherfucker. But like I was telling my partner last night when we was talking about that shit, I think, like, Tank showed me last night, too, that nigga got a motherfucking chin, nigga. That nigga got a chin because Frank could crack. He can. That nigga was just, man, that nigga had, like, Canelo chin. He wasn't even tripping off none of that shit bro was coming with. But bro was on him, but you could just see him like he was just walking him down, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that shit looked good, like, on the surface, but, like, like if you just a real boxing fan, you just seen with none of that shit phasing him, and you just seen that shit was just inevitable. You just seen that shit coming. And you seen that nigga just keep getting on the ropes. Like, you just knew that shit was coming. You just knew that shit was coming. There was a point in time that nigga Tank was just like running up on that nigga, just, you know what I'm talking about, with his hands down and some more shit. The other nigga was just, you know what I'm talking about? You just seen that shit coming. But he got it. But that shit was cool. It was entertaining while it lasted. You know what I'm talking about? But I still think somebody that know how to fight and is tall, I think they could get Tank. Cause that fight that Frank Martin was trying to fight, you know what I'm talking about, that you just knew that shit wasn't finna last nothing but 2-3 rounds. You knew that shit was finna flutter out immediately. That shit looked exciting though. It was cool for the it was cool for the watch. But you just seen that shit, you seen it wasn't doing nothing, and you just seen that shit wasn't sustainable by him. But somebody who could fight in the middle of that ring, good jab or something, Tank I have problems with. Cause everybody just ain't gonna let him walk you down. They not. Yeah, they not. Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Man, y'all hold on real quick. You know what I'm talking about? I go get my motherfucking chapstick, man. My breath lips been dry down there since last night. Shout out to everybody who bought a knife to a gunfight. Where'd you get that from? I see. Fuck it, you know what I'm talking about? Mama say brush your whiskers when you're on TV. But yeah, man, bro, had a good ass night. It was cool. Some entertaining fights. It was hella fights last night. You see Antoine Gary Russell lost. You see, what's my other nigga name? That be killing motherfuckers, Matias or whatever. You see he lost. And it'd be crazy, bro, because it seemed like a lot of them motherfuckers, even JoJo Diaz, I peeped that. Like a lot of them motherfuckers, when that shit happened with Nephew, it was like a lot of them motherfuckers was talking shit. And I noticed a lot of people who have been talking shit since then, nigga, done lost. You know what I'm talking about? That's why, like, I was telling y'all yesterday, nigga, on that Sufficient Sight Saturday, you gotta have focus on yourself, bro. Don't get caught up in nobody else shit. You fuck around, get caught up in somebody else hype, and nigga, you don't fully prepare yourself, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You sitting over there laughing, trying to tease somebody, and you get a worse demise. Y'all sitting over there getting beat. I ain't gonna say by nobody's, but like, y'all sitting over there getting beat by motherfuckers that you should have beat. You know what I'm talking about? That should have happened like that. It just be life. Now motherfucker understand that shit. And you ain't even get cheated. You get what I'm saying? Y'all talking all that shit. Y'all done got y'all ass whooped fair and square. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all sitting here trying to tease a young man that then got cheated. And I promise you, nigga, everywhere I go in the world, man, on this Soggy Sunday, that ain't gonna never change. Sincerely sure. Nigga, everywhere I go still in the world, bruh. Everybody, like, I'm talking about in the public and shit, just act like Nephew just lost. Like the them steroids didn't play an issue. Like everybody is just like, yeah, man, but he couldn't and you could tell like motherfuckers like they just watch the regular old people, the media coverage on Nephew. Cause it just be the same. Yeah, man, but even if he wasn't on the drugs, man, he couldn't have blocked. Like what sense does that make, folks? Nobody ever said, man, if he wasn't on that dope, that shit probably wouldn't even phase Nephew. Nephew would have been able to take that punch if that motherfucker didn't have a zap board on it. Yeah, I ain't never heard nobody say that. I ain't heard one person say, you know what, if that nigga wasn't off that dope, that nigga wouldn't have been that strong. If that nigga wasn't off that dope, when Nephew caught that nigga when he hit his gloves like ball bull and said, come on with it, I ain't heard nobody say, man, if he wasn't off that dope, his ass would have failed. You know what I'm talking about? Same dude that got knocked down by Luke Campbell. Niggas be something straight out of the comic book. But everybody just act like he would have lost. Because it's a cold visual and because like you watch the fight. And half y'all wanting him to lose so bad, it's like you ain't gonna even incorporate that this nigga was off some shit. It's just like he would have just like that would have been the same fight if he wasn't on that shit. And y'all something straight out of the comic book. Straight out of the comic book. You know what I'm talking about? And they just acting like but anyway, man, sincerely sure, Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Happy Father's Day once again, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? All the people, once again, bro, I guess celebrating this year's sobriety, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't had no drink, you know what I'm talking about? I could drink some water to that, man. I can still toast with you now. You know, they said, bro, what's the difference? Man, it ain't no difference. It really ain't no difference, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I'll say the only difference is I've limited myself from doing a bunch of dumbass shit. Stop. I got Penny rocking with me. Always, I just gave you something to chew on. Get away from that shit. Uh, that's the only difference I'll say, but it ain't like it's been a hell of a change. I feel better and no, man. Life's been great. No, that shit, no, the same shit been going on. The only difference is like I didn't limit it myself on making just a quick read, just making the doing some dumb shit, getting in trouble. I just kind of knock that shit out of my program. It ain't like niggas still get mad, still get angry and all that shit, but you know when you drunk, you ain't got no emergency brake. You feel me? When you drunk, you just, man, just do anything. You get what I'm saying? You don't be able to think about that shit. You feel me? So it ain't really been no difference. Just that shit right there. Cut a bunch of stupid shit out. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, sincerely sure, man. You say, bro, what's this one about right here? Just sincerely sure. And that ain't saying nothing but just no. You know what I'm talking about, bro? On this Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, what'd you say, bro? Old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Beat a bug on you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I ain't bullshitting with you, though. But sincerely sure, man. uh, just know, bruh. Just know what you want to do. I kind of been talking about this shit all week. If my goddamn videos ever get to this motherfucker, they coming, y'all. Just like I said, I'm making them, man. They get here when they get here, man. Watch the motherfuckers. I'll see you real quiet. It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? Years of pride. Happy Father's Day. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga on some real shit. Just make sure you sure, nigga. Just know. You know what I'm talking about? Sincerely sure. It's just like this is a cheap example of it, but all this shit falls and it's all in the end gonna tie in. You know what I'm talking about? Just say like nigga, you just wanted some money, nigga. You just wanted to go do something real quick, nigga. And you just looking, you searching for a motherfucker to ask for $40, bruh. And you just like, hey, bruh, let me hold 40. You know what I'm talking about? And the motherfucker give it to you. You know what I'm talking about? Now you ain't some shit, nigga. You just needed $40. You don't know when you gonna be able to get them people their money back. You was really hoping them people didn't even want their money back. You know what I'm talking about? That's what you was really hoping. You was hoping them people forgot about that 40. You know what I'm talking about? Like that. And that's just a low example of that sincerely sure. But just know, bruh. Just know what you want to do, bruh. Don't be all over the motherfucking place, folks. Just know what you want to do, folks. Because now, I done told y'all how niggas get more like bitches. But now, bruh, everybody just flowing and rocking off emotions. You get what I'm saying? I feel this way one minute, I feel this way the next. Everybody just flowing and rocking off emotions. And like, don't let me be the one to tell you, you go on and do what you're gonna do, bruh. But then you gonna get yourself in a lot of fucked up situations, bruh. And now you talking to a person that know, like, anger. It ain't good to react off anger, bruh. Because like it can like we living in a world where you as a person, like some other people can, but you as a person, you can't react off your anger. Some other people can and get away with that shit. But you reacting off your anger gonna get your ass straight sent straight to jail. You get what I'm saying? So that's why that shit ain't good. Yeah, that's why that shit ain't good. Cause that shit gonna get you in trouble. Or what they call trouble. You know what I'm talking about? But the right people could do what the fuck they want to out here in this motherfucker, bruh. And get away with that shit. And never spend a day in jail. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? That shit crazy. But just be sure, folks. Just be sure. Don't like I'm telling you, they got a character flaw floating around this motherfucker right now, man. I ain't bullshitting with you. That real wide on there, man. You see him? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, bro. Yeah, they got a fucked up flaw ass character floating around this motherfucker, bro. They do. And motherfuckers like Ply said that shit way back in the song, back when he was popping, when he say motherfucker just turn fuck out the blue. You know what I'm talking about? And motherfucker just jump on some weird shit nowadays out the blue. You get what I'm saying? On some real shit. And once again, my famous saying, it ain't nothing that you can do about it. Or you just don't be that motherfucker, bruh. Don't just be out here making hella rash decisions. Now, you can, like I said, man, you ain't got to take my word for it. I could just tell you what happened to me when I did it, bruh. Every time I was just out here all willy-nilly and shit, nigga, with my decision making, nigga, I ended up in the penitentiary. With no, nigga, every time. It wasn't like one time I skipped, you know what I'm talking about? Even if I got away with some shit for the nigga, I ended up in the penitentiary at the end, bruh. It wasn't no skipping that. Every time I was out here just all willy nilly with my decision making and just reacting out of anger and all that, bruh. That's when you gonna realize just everything at once. You gonna realize these people really playing. You know what I'm talking about? You just gonna realize everything at once. You gonna realize like you do something drastic enough, you gonna realize they gonna come to court on you. You just gonna find all this shit out why reacting off them quick ass decisions and shit, bruh. You feel me? On some real shit. Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Damn, man, I just tripped off this today, I think. You know? R.I.P. Cardio Jr. You know what I'm talking about the man who made Soggy Sunday. They ain't gonna never change, man. R.I.P. to bruh. And that shit crazy. Cause I'm telling you, me and bro was talking about that shit. Uh, like nigga, if I was up, I would have been with them niggas. If I was in Wall House with a strip throat, I would have been with Cardell and Mon. I ain't bullshitting. That's a fact. Bro wasn't feeling good. We still all kids and shit, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know what that was, 94, 93. I don't know. It was either the end of 93 and the beginning of 94. Might have been 92, I don't know. My years get blurry. You know what I'm talking about? I can remember all the shit, I just don't remember the years like that. I don't. But what they say on that song, that was 93. Look, they probably calling to wish me a happy Father's Day. Gonna have to get back with them. You know what I'm talking about? Right back with them. But yeah, man, you R.I.P. little bro. I would have been with him, man. I told you, mom and them came and got me from Wild House. We jumped in and did some other shit. I walked to the turf, man. I walked to the turf and found out that shit was one of them cold days. That's one of them days you just remember in time. You know what I'm talking about? That's some real shit. But R.I.P. Brett, that was my road dog. We used to be out there fucking with it. I ain't bullshitting with you. Hella capers. You know what I'm talking about? Hella capers, bro. We was fucking with it. We just fucking with it. Sit down, Penny. But yeah, man, just be sure, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Be sure what you want to do, folks. Make sure you got, cause I told you, man, this motherfucking internet, y'all ain't gonna listen to bro. You ain't got to. See how I do for you. But this motherfucker have made niggas act like bitches, bro. And it has turned everybody into motherfucking kids, folks. So everybody just hella childish now, just doing a bunch of like childish ass shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So just be sure, folks. On some real shit. Be one of them sore-minded motherfuckers, bruh. Don't be one of them motherfuckers out there making motherfucking, while you hella grown, making, real life choices, bruh, under the thoughts of some, like, just some kid mind shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get back. We want revenge. Like, all that old, the shit that they teaching y'all to do, that invisible, fuckery that they teaching y'all to do now, man. How to fuck with people and all that shit. Don't be that person, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Be the player, folks. When I say be the player, I just mean be the bigger person, bruh. Like, not even the bigger person, bruh. Just be the player. Because the player mind their own business. See, when you minding your own business, you don't even hear that chitter chatter, folks. You don't. Even when everybody else do, you ain't paying no attention to that shit, folks. You doing your thing. You know what I'm talking about? That's what player does. For real. Right around this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. Hey, what you say, bro? Old lady. You know what I'm talking about? I down they gonna say, bro, your motherfucking knuckles be the ashiest. I'm telling y'all, this is the harshest water. I told y'all that ain't really made no lotion really good enough for bruh skin. Y'all wouldn't even believe me if I told y'all I be putting that shit on. So fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, just be sure of yourself, folks. Make decisions from that's if you're a grown up. If you're a kid, you're just gonna do what the fuck kids do. But if you're a grown up, man, just make motherfucking decisions from a grown person standpoint, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be out here stuck in the game, the revenge games, and we doing this and that. Don't do that, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't just, man, be sure what the fuck you want to do, bruh. Just don't be running around this motherfucker floating around. Because in real life, that shit gonna go bad for you. It is, bruh. That's what, like, I can't tell you that's why it's not that good. You might do good with a lot of friends. But like I said, I've been living for 47 years. And I just seen too much shit happen for no reason. You know what I'm talking about? I just done seen too much shit happen for no reason at all, bruh. You get what I'm saying? So I done seen this shit. I know, man, this shit is just, nigga, it should have just turned on your ass, nigga, in the instant, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I done seen too much shit just go wrong, nigga, for nothing, for no reason. I done seen just too much. I know the game back and forth, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. I ain't. On this soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. Happy Father's Day once again to all the gentlemen out there. You know what I'm talking about, man? Y'all know how bro be fucking with it. I say, bro, why do you fuck with it like that? Because if I don't, ain't nobody else is, bro. You know what I'm talking about? When I get my shit all the way right and I find, you know what I'm talking about, and I get to the, you know what I'm talking about, and all this shit right here, bro, I'll be back live, man. You know what I'm talking about? With some of that good music for you and shit like that there, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's just, bruh and the dog. You know what I'm talking about? Bruh and the dog right now, man. You know what I'm talking about? Doing our thing. But yeah, man, just be sure, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Once again, like I always tell you, bro, at the bottom of the game, when you just get to breaking the game down, bro, you got to do what's best for your motherfucking self, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And you can't be whatever that is. You can't be scared to make that decision. Cause like I said, we get into the world of no motherfucking accountability. So now you could just do whatever the fuck you want to do and hide behind some invisible banner or you know what I'm talking about. God, you could just come out of nowhere, brother. You realize that? Say you're a Christian. Do you know? You could be in a nigga, you could be in a relationship for 50 years. Do you realize you could just go tell somebody like, God told me I should divorce you? You know what I'm talking about, bro? You could just use that shit for anything, bro. That's why that shit don't be good, man. Don't get wrapped up in that shit. Get wrapped up in yourself, folks. That's what I mean. Be sure. Be sure what you want to do, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Don't let your decisions be based upon your emotions. You know what I'm talking about? That's how you got so many motherfuckers that I told y'all that shit been floating around now. Like you been seeing niggas that been cool for hella long now since all the fuckery in the air and shit. You be like, damn, they done fell out. How the fuck they? Because it's the fuckery. They put the fuckery in front of your face. I'm telling you, you'll get the question of some shit. You'll have some motherfuckers like I told y'all the youngsters. How the youngsters be getting in the car just repeating all that shit they be seeing on social media and shit. With all them unnecessary ass conversations. Got motherfucking neither one of them got a job talking about 50-50. You know what I'm talking about? All that shit right there, bro. That shit all out of order and some more shit. You know what I'm talking about? But the youngsters sitting here talking about that shit, they ain't never been through nothing. They sitting there looking out for some shit they ain't even got to look out for. That's why I told y'all we be hella irresponsible too. I ain't bullshitting with you. Because we, like, bro, come up here real quick and tell you ain't got to look out for nothing. I'm just talking about some shit about my way that I might be going through it and saw or some shit like that, right? But we'll just come up here and address some shit that we either mad about or that's just going on in the world. We'll act like that's everybody's problem. And we good for that, especially if we mad at a motherfucker. We'll come up here and just get to saying, man, don't never trust a motherfucker that wear they hat like that. We'll just get up here and say anything out our mouth. Talking about a motherfucker we just talking about in our life, man. And we acting like everybody in the world got to deal with that motherfucker. Man, that motherfucker around you. That motherfucker ain't, that nigga that wears hat like that, he ain't around nobody else but you. You know what I'm talking about? We need to stop doing that shit, but we ain't. No, we ain't. You know what I'm talking about? But you know, some real shit, bro, just be sure. Don't let your motherfucking decisions be, that's why niggas get more like bitches, bro. Don't let your motherfucking decisions be based on no bitch emotions, bro. Every time, like, the only time a motherfucker could come, I know y'all know these people out here now. You ain't got to watch out for them. I ain't telling you that, man. I'm just telling you some motherfuckers I know. You know what I'm talking about? And I just know you might have ran into one of these motherfuckers in your life before. You know what I'm talking about? But it's that motherfucker, man, I forgot what kind of motherfucker it was. God damn. Bro, be on the good one, man. I ain't bullshit with you. I forgot what kind of motherfucker it was. I remember though, man. I ain't bullshitting with you. I ain't did all that talking, forgot what the fuck I was finna say. That's how Brett know he getting old and just be high as hell. But yeah, man, just be sure, man. Yeah. Brett wasn't sure what the fuck he was just finna say. But just be sure, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Don't blow with the wind, bruh. Don't. And I don't even know what motherfucker I was finna say. But it's just the motherfuckers that they'll come around, bruh, and They just all over the place, folks. That's what I was finna say. I knew if I kept talking, I remember. It's like the type of motherfucker to where they come around and everything has to be in order for them to be all right. They can't just come around and just be normal. You know what I'm talking about? Just come in, let everybody else be them. They just come around and if you just not agreeing with them, like you just have to basically kiss their ass for them to be all right. And if it's anything less of you kissing their ass, they have a problem with it. You know what I'm talking about? Everything got to be about them. I'm telling you, I ain't bullshitting with you. That shit crazy. But just don't be one of the motherfuckers that base your decision on everything that just happened. Just realize what's going on and what's happening. You know what I'm talking about? And make your adjustment from there, bruh. Don't just blow with the wind. This happened. Don't let a motherfucker make you react. You know what I'm talking about? You don't. You just do your thing, bruh. Mind your business. You know what I'm talking about? Because once again, motherfuckers just be playing, folks. Motherfuckers don't be serious. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfuckers just be playing. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you real wild. Happy Father's Day once again. You know what I'm talking about? Rez on this year sobriety, man. You know what I'm talking about? We got to toast it out once again, man. You know what I'm talking about? Soggy Sunday, they ain't gonna never change. But yeah, don't be one of them motherfuckers like, and that's why I be telling y'all how y'all be playing too much now, and how you niggas be getting like bitches, cause y'all so foul at the mouth. You been to say so much shit, or you been to say something out your mouth, or you just been to did some bitch ass shit, bruh, that been to fuck some shit up forever. You know what I'm talking about? Just you reacting because you either mad or whatever the fuck reason it is. You been to fuck something up forever. So like I told you, it's been a motherfucking epidemic of motherfuckers who just been cool for hella long and like ain't even cool no more. I ain't gonna say that shit right there have a lot to do with it, but like it ain't really good, bruh. Like especially when a motherfucker you talking about one of your loved ones, one of your folks or something, bruh, for you to even be going back and forth with a motherfucker. Cause nowadays motherfuckers just real foul at their mouth. Niggas just say anything, bruh. You'll be in a motherfucking dice game or something, bro, and the motherfucker just say some unnecessary shit. You know what I'm talking about? You might have just been smoking with this nigga, venting about your problems or something. You know what I'm talking about? Now you in the dice game over there. This nigga mad because he losing and shit. You know what I'm talking about? And this nigga just, oh nigga, I ain't said nothing when you was telling me the bitch burnt you. And you know what I'm talking about? Just some unnecessary shit. And you like, bro, well, why? You know what I'm talking about? Don't even make no sense. But we out here doing shit like that now. I told you the character, the substance of the people out here today, bro, ain't about shit. There's some fucked up people out here, bro. They ain't got nothing to them, nothing to their character. They don't even care about themselves, folks. They don't. It seems like now people care about just fucking with other people, like the shit y'all call trolling. Motherfuckers be doing that shit in real life, but it seems like motherfuckers just care more about that shit right there than they do they self. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I tell you, man, on this sincerely sure, nigga, the final focus, all that shit, bruh. You gotta you gotta clamp down and lock down in on you, bruh, and know what it is, what the fuck you wanna do. And you gotta be sincerely sure about it, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. You gotta know what it is, what the fuck you wanna do. You get what I'm saying? Fuck her. Like I said, fuck all these other people assessments and going over there and all that old shit, you know what I'm talking about? And what they need to do and if that all fuck all that, bruh. You need to use that shit for yourself. Real wide in this motherfucker, man. I ain't bullshitting with you. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. Who's a real lady? You know what I'm talking about? That's a real shit, bruh. Be sincerely sure about what the fuck you want to do, where you want to go, bruh. Because when you sure about that shit, that's where you gonna put your foot down at. The shit you sure about, that's where you gonna put your foot down at, bruh. That's that shit you gonna be real serious about. You know what I'm talking about? That's that shit you gonna be real focused on. That's that shit you gonna be really into chasing. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I say when you know, that's where you gonna put your foot down at, folks. You get what I'm saying? So and I'm finna get on up out of here, man, because I don't know what to day brings. You know what I'm talking about? Happy Father's Day once again, gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, years of sobriety, man, all that shit right there, man. And I'm finna get on up out of here on this soggy Sunday, man. Once again, R.I.P. to Cardell Jr. You know what I'm talking about? Both Cardells with Cardell Jr. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, man, just be sure about it, folks. Cause when you sincerely sure and woo whatever it is. Now I ain't saying use this shit for no bad shit, you know what I'm talking about? But just when you sincerely sure, that's that shit you gonna be serious about, folks. You know what I'm talking about? That's that shit you gonna be having dedication for. That's that shit you just gonna be serious about. That's that shit you ain't gonna be playing with, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember it don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of that love. You know what I'm talking about?